No, wait, how are we starting this?
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's just start then. Happy January, familia. Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Kara, if you don't know me. And before we start, as always, as a wish for the new year, don't forget to like and subscribe. So in this video, I'm going to go through my favorite upper body exercises and why it's important to train your upper body as well. But that being said, follow me downstairs and I'll show you my favorite upper body training.
Nice box.
1. Not done yet. And 2. Guys, why is it important to train upper body? This is because we don't want to have muscle imbalances. That being said, if you have really, really strong legs and a really weak upper body, that can help you, so that could lead you to have further injuries while you're training. Also, if you have a stronger upper body as well, it means that will assist you with your normal compound leg lifts as well. You can do heavier squats. Also, your overall performance at the gym will improve as well. So that's why it's important to make sure that you train your upper body as well. And also for your overall strength and physique, because you'll be able to achieve certain things that you wouldn't be able to if you only train legs. So usually, in terms of my workout split, I will train chest. So I'll do a push, a pull, and a leg session, okay? So a week we'll do 3 leg sessions and then a push and 1 pull session. Push means, for those people that don't know, push is a chest, triceps and shoulders, and pull is back and buys. But for the sake of the video, just to make it a little bit quicker, I'm gonna show you my favorite exercises for push and pull together, but usually I would perform them on separate days if it makes sense, okay? So, you will know from my past videos, and if you follow me on Instagram, if you're not, you should, because you're missing out. At the moment, I'm working towards my main goal is to be able to do a chin up / pull up. However, I haven't been able to do it just yet, just because I had a few, obviously, breaks. And also it's a very complex exercise that requires a lot of strength if you haven't tried it before. So this is what I normally do to practice for my chin ups, okay? I would use a plyo box or 2 little ones like I show you, just to elevate me a little bit, and I'll practice on negatives. Now you could either do this with a band, because sometimes it's even easier to do it with a band, but sometimes I just like to do it, practice it as negative. So I would alternate between the 2. Or you can start from the machine just behind, like that one, the pull-up machine. But if you're a complete beginner, I'd recommend starting with the machine first. But I just like practicing as negative. So what I would do, I would just literally just jump up, because I still don't have enough strength to lift myself up all the way. So I would just initiate the movement by doing a slow jump and then slowing down the negative. So slowly coming down, okay? So that's what I mean. Jump, hold a little bit, and then slowly come down, and then repeat it. Okay, so that is the first exercise. I usually like to start from the heaviest and the hardest exercise at the beginning, just because then my muscle will be exhausted and I won't be able to perform them at the end. So always start with the hardest exercises when you're training in general, because you'll have more strength. So I'll just do a couple more. Great for your core as well, this exercise, by the way. Really, really good for your abs. Since we're on the cable side of things, I'll show you a couple of exercises that also help you strengthen this part of your muscle, okay? This part of your back, which will also assist you with this chin-ups, okay? So I'm gonna get rid of these. As I was saying before, this exercise is great for this area of your muscles, as I said before, because it will help you with your chin-ups, okay? You want to be able to strengthen this area, okay, when you do those. So this is a great exercise. So what you'll need is a handle like this. You're gonna grab it, make sure you go far enough, okay? You wanna bend slightly forward, not too much, okay, just slightly, okay? And pull this towards your belly button, okay? Then slowly release, and make sure that you're achieve a nice deep stretch, okay, when you release the weight, okay? So pull it again and back. I'm going to show you a tricep exercise that I love. It's a little bit of a superset actually. It works sometimes if the gym is particularly empty because it requires you to use two sides of the cables, which can be greedy when you got a peak time. But yeah, I'll do a tricep push down, which is slightly different. So you notice that you'll see a lot of people using the rope like that one usually. But I actually prefer this because I can feel it more for some reason. So let me just adjust the weight. Keep a safe distance, okay? I want you to slightly lean forward. The reason why I want you to lean forward is because if you lean like this, and while you're doing this, you see what I mean? You'll basically be hitting your thighs. So you want to slightly position yourself a little bit forward, so when you come down, you won't be hitting your thighs, basically. That's just really it. You want to make sure when you push, you reach full extensions without locking out, of course, your elbows, okay? Reach full extensions and then come back, forming a 90-degree angle. Don't go any higher because otherwise it's not as effective anymore, okay? So I like to watch myself, making sure that I reach the 90-degree angle with my arms, okay? Usually perform 10 to 12 reps for this. And then a superset straight away. So I could either just undo this. Actually, wait, this was a bit too high. So let me get a little bit lower. Okay, then superset straight away means no rest in between. I'll do single arms. Now, a good alternative for pull instead, for a pull session. For a pull session, I'll do this when I do biceps. I love bicep curls on a cable. So let me just readjust the weight. Bicep curls with this. So you want to place that at the bottom of the cable machine, okay? So you want to keep your elbows tucked into the side, so no swinging of the elbows while you do this, okay? So keep them fixed at the side of your body the whole time. And pull this towards your chest, okay? Squeeze, squeeze, and then release. You see how my elbows are stuck to the side of my body? They're not moving while I do this exercise, okay? You need to make sure they're fixed. They're fixated at the side the whole time. Fixed there. Squeeze. Next exercise that I love, I like to isolate my back quite a lot. Actually, back is one of my favorite upper body muscles to train. And I love this because it actually really targets the back every side at a time. Every side at a time, can you say that? So for this, I'll use a bench. Let me just place this. I'll grab the handle and I'll sit myself here, okay? And then what I want to do, you want to keep, basically, you want to drag the little handle towards the side of your stomach and really squeeze. So we'll slightly lean forward like that, drag this, okay, squeeze, and then bring it back. Okay, make sure you go all the way down, really making sure that you achieve a nice stretch over here, okay? Then again, you pull this to the side. Do you think I'm henge? What do we think, guys? Do you think I'm henge? What do you think? Be honest. Enough now, I know that you're joking. That's just like, honestly, no. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, actually. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, right now. Right, enough now with these jokes. It's embarrassing even for people watching at the gym, to be fair. So, being serious now, one of my favorite back exercises that I like to do is the row with the barbell. What are you laughing at? For this exercise, obviously, because we're targeting where our back is a pull, it belongs to the pull category, okay? So what you want to do, slightly bend down, okay, with the bar. First, I'll do it without the bar so you can see. So you want to bend down, okay? Have the bar. Usually I have a reverse grip. Some people like to have it pronated. I like to do it supinated, but every person has got their different preferences, okay? So I just like to basically bring the barbell towards my belly button and really squeeze at the top, okay, and then release. Okay, so really nice and simple. As I said, just grab the barbell. It's down. Make sure your back is neutral as well when you do this. And you just push this towards you, okay? Another great exercise for push. So this will be targeting our shoulders. Just keep it quite high. I like to do the military press. So just with the barbell, again, I'll just explain it first without, so that it's easier. I'll just grab the barbell, just literally press it upward, okay? And then bring it down close to your chest, okay? That is the full range of motion. You see some people just stopping here at the chin. It's actually better to go all the full range of motion, if it makes sense, and then all the way up. So it's just really, they're really simple movements, as you can see, but because you're using an Olympic bar, sometimes it can be a little bit heavier, because this bar, for those that don't know, weighs 20 kilos. So if you're a beginner and you want to start and work on your form, I'd recommend using lighter barbells, okay? So, just very nice and simple. Just press it up and down. So close to your chest and then up again, okay? Okay, then I'll just put it here. So that is for shoulders. Now, I got recently into the bench press, into pressing in general, benching. Now, some people are scared actually to train chest because they think, oh, I don't want to develop pecs or anything like that. Well, you can see I haven't got pecs, do I? I mean, I think I don't, do I? So, well, it's just good to build your strength from all over. Bench press, right. So the thing that I want you to start, if you've never done it before, I'm not the strongest at benching. I've only started doing it for the past two, 3 months? No, two months probably, but I had so many breaks in between, so my strength is literally on the floor. I'm not strong at this at all whatsoever. What I like to do, I just like to place a little bit closer to me, just because I find it easier for the bar positioning. And look, I shake a lot when I do this, okay? And I don't care. It's not about being perfect. This is how you build your strength. You have to start from somewhere. I just usually warm up with the bar alone, which is 20 kilos, okay? So if people come at me for just bench pressing the bar alone, it's still quite impressive, okay? So don't come at me, okay? So what I like to do, so the bar usually you should have so your bar should be positioned at your eye level, and you grab the extremities of the bar. Now, I like to slightly arch here. So, as you can see, I just so that I can target my chest a little bit more. So I like to just slightly arch, and then I grab the barbell, and I just press it down, pause, make sure you don't smash it all over you, otherwise it'll hurt your ribs, and then press it. Now, when you press it, make sure you don't lock your elbows completely. Always slightly maintain a bend, okay? Then back again, and you press. Like I normally say, right? Lifting like a beast when it's leg day, and then lifting marshmallows when it's upper body day. But we're here to improve, okay? We have to start from somewhere. So exactly the same principle. I'm going to rest a little bit. I normally like to start my push session with the bench press, just because for me it's the hardest exercises. And as I said before, I like to start with the hardest exercises because then I am a little bit weaker towards the end. So it's just better to start with the heaviest of the exercises because you're stronger at the beginning of your session, aren't you? So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do this. So again, bar is on my eye level. Slight arch. Slowly, and then up again. That's it. Now, after you finish benching, you feel like a new woman. Like you feel like so powerful. I feel like that's how I feel. So that's why I love doing this. It's one of my favorite exercises for push. Then, other additional exercises that I do for push and little dumbbell ones that I'm going to show you in a minute. And I like to use my dumbbells, just really simple shoulder press. So, I like to slightly lean. For pull, instead, little accessory exercise I like to do, just really nice and simple, alternating bicep curls, so with the dumbbells. I also like to do single arm rows with the dumbbell, okay? So really nice and easy for this. You wanna make sure when you do this, I'll just explain it without the weight first. So when you drop, so you want to create a tripod shape with your legs and your arm in front of you. And then when you row, okay, I don't want you to drop the weight vertically like so, but I want you to create a sort of arch with your, like you're drawing an arch with your dumbbell. So pretend I've got a dumbbell here, okay? And this is what I want you to do. Okay, squeeze at the top and then release down. So I don't want you to drop it vertically like this, but rather just draw, like pretend you're drawing a sort of arch, okay? That is the correct movement. And I want you to go all the way down so that you achieve a nice stretch over here, okay? And then squeeze at the top. When you pick a weight, you want to pick a weight that is challenging enough, just because your back is a big muscle. So you want to make sure that you target it properly with the correct weight. You don't want to do a weight that is too light because you won't even be targeting your back at all. Okay, so nice and simple with the weight now. I want you to look down, nothing like this, because you'll strain your back. So not looking at yourself in the mirror while you're doing this. Squeeze, drop it back down. So drawing an arch, okay? Things that you see wrong at the gym, okay? Right, no, obviously don't do that ever. Lat pull down. So with this, really simple actually, but what you want to do when you grab this, and actually I think it's easier to demonstrate it while I do it. You want to make sure you pull this towards your chest as close as possible, and then all the way up. Okay, one thing that I see with a lot of people doing is that they swing back and they do this, which is wrong. Just because when you do this, basically you're cheating. You're using momentum to lift the weight, okay? So you want to make sure that obviously you use the muscles targeting your back for this and not using momentum as swinging with the weight around, okay? Just because it looks silly as well, I think. So, make sure you just keep a straight back, okay? Slightly lean, not too much. and up. Anyway guys, so I kind of showed you my favorite exercises for each body part. As I said before, make sure you don't skip upper body. It's really, really important, just because it'll help you with all other compound lifts as well. When you're doing a squat, for example, yes, it's mainly posterior chain exercise, but you'll also engage a little bit your arms. It's an exercise that kind of engages different muscles at once. That's why it's called a compound exercise, because it tends to recruit more muscles at once. So very, very important to make sure that you train upper body as well, because I used to make that mistake a long time ago to neglect it, and it actually helped me so much more when I started lifting and training other body parts apart from legs as well. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another video. Yes.
Boom.
Boom.